kabayan! I'm so excited to present to you this interview with Miss Louise Sandoval. She is the CEO and co-founder of Smart Virtual Staff. This is a staffing or a virtual staffing company located in the Philippines that is serving a lot of physical therapy businesses in the United States in their marketing needs. Luisa has such a really, really wonderful and very inspiring story kung saan siya nag-umpisa from a recent graduate that has a lot of student loans. And she will tell you her journey kung paano niya kinonquer yung kanyang problem, paano niya kinonquer yung fears, and how she ended up becoming a CEO and co-founder of a company that is now serving close to 50% of physical therapists, business owners in the United States, and at the same time serving persons with disability in the Philippines and giving them jobs. She is very inspiring, she's very motivating, and you please listen to her story and you will learn a lot from it. So enjoy, kabayan.
Good morning on your part, Lou, and no, it's good evening in the Philippines right now. And thank you so much for giving us your time, and welcome to the show. And we appreciate you giving us your time to share your story and your tips and your advice to Filipinos. And so let's start with the first question. Tell us about yourself, your background, and what you were doing before you've had this business.
Okay, so my name is Louise. Hello. So Louise Sandoval here. So I was a medical technologist grad here in Davao City. So I planned to be a doctor, but due to finances and problems with school loans and stuff, I wasn't able to become I wasn't able to go to med school. So I went on call center company and started a call center career for like 1 to 3 months, and then I discovered working as a virtual assistant.
That's awesome. You mentioned that you were a medical technology student. What made you not pursue that area?
Because here in the Philippines, finding a job as a medical technologist is quite hard. There are only a few medtechs in one hospital. And also, I wasn't able to take the board exam, so I don't have the license. I didn't take the board exam because my diploma wasn't released because of a school loan. So they held my diploma, and then I went on and shifted to another career. I moved on and didn't bother even to get my diploma back, but my mom got it now because we paid off our loans in school.
Oh my God, you are so inspiring. So I mean, you had that setback, and instead of like feeling sorry for yourself and just crying, you just man up and found another way. So
Yes.
that is really so inspiring. So how did you, like you mentioned a while ago that you work as a call center agent for 1 to 3 months, and that got you started with becoming got you the idea of becoming a virtual assistant. Tell us about the how did you get started with becoming a virtual assistant?
So before I was, working in the call center, then I went AWOL because I didn't like the job and the environment. It was too tiring for me working graveyard. So I borrowed my boyfriend's laptop, and then I searched for jobs. Then I found out that you can work from home. So because I wanted to be an article writer, I wanted to be a blog. I want to do blogging. I tend to do article writing for my school paper. Then I found out about an online job platform. Then I signed up, and then I applied for multiple job posting about blog writing, article writing. Actually, I didn't know. I didn't even have a legit email address. My email address before was not even my real name. So like princess something something. So it was, it was too amateur, but I pursued, and I got my first virtual assistant job after a few months. I had my rejections too, but I started as an article writer for an entrepreneur in the US.
Well, what year was that when you started?
That was 2014.
Oh wow, it's just wait a minute, it's just 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Did you encounter any like hardships when you first started?
A lot. So number one were a lot of rejections because I didn't have the experience, to be a virtual assistant. Number two, my parents didn't approve of what I do because they don't believe that I can earn from home or I can work online. Because as Filipinos, we're very traditional. You need to have traditional jobs where they pay you every 15 and the 30th. And then I told them I just work from home and I just use my laptop. I can go anywhere and work. And I got scammed a lot. There are a lot of scammers in the internet. They ask you to do the job and then they don't pay you. They ghost you. And also sometimes either they get your info or they blame you of stuff as well. They accuse you of breaching their websites or getting all of their credit card infos. There are a lot of stuff that they will accuse you of, but just stay strong. A lot of things that happened over the 5 years working online, but I pushed through. It didn't stop me there.
That's amazing. So you mentioned a while ago that when you started, you had a hard time because you didn't have any experience. And then on top of that, your parents did not approve because they didn't really believe.
Yes.
But then, what made you believe that there is a future in the online work?
Number one was I was earning in dollars while I'm in the Philippines, so it was amazing. Another thing that that was really hard for me was to accept payments. Before my PayPal account, I didn't know how to set up my PayPal account. I didn't know how to withdraw the money from PayPal to my bank account. So it was frustrating. I don't have money. I only have 100 pesos left in my wallet. So and then I know that I think that was around $150 in my PayPal. I don't even know how to withdraw that. So it made me believe because I was able to earn and then I was able to land another client. So that time I had 2 clients that I was earning more than what I was expected to earn as a medical technologist in the hospital. So I know that the industry is growing. It's new, and I know for sure. I knew for sure that it's a digital world. The only way is up. A lot of people were asking me to what I do, and people are actually selling online. Everything is online now. So I believe that the industry is growing, and there is future online.
That's amazing. It just shows that you are very creative and you think out of the box and you're very independent because number one, you were a med tech. You had hardship there and in spite of the hardship there, you just found another way. And now here you are in another world, an online virtual assistant world. And then you have all these setbacks and you still push through and you found your way through. That's just so amazing. That is very inspiring. So now, after everything, what has it taught you? What has this career taught you? What lessons have you learned?
A lot. I learned a lot from my clients, especially my business partner and my boss right now, Greg Todd. So number one that I learned from this career is to never stop learning, because the only way that you can survive as a virtual assistant is to keep on learning. Because if you're too close-minded on all the new stuff in the field, you will just stay where you will just be still. But if you keep on learning, before I didn't even know about sales funnels, I didn't even know about marketing strategies. I only knew how to write articles. I don't know how to blog. But right now, I'm running 2 companies. I'm setting up online courses, funnels. Right now I'm learning how to do Facebook ads. I invest in courses. I invest in learning. Also, my clients will train you. They will invest time in you to train and for you to learn more about their business too. So that's one way of being one thing that I learned in this industry. And number 2 would be to be comfortable of being uncomfortable. It's not easy. You have to wake up early. Either you have to stay late at night. Before, I used to work 16 hours because I need to train myself and also need to work at the same time. So I would work and then do trainings with Greg, and he would hear chickens in the background. It was not easy. Sometimes the internet is not that good. I know all of you know it, that the internet here in the Philippines is, it's not that good as there in the US. So sometimes it would, my Zoom would freeze, and then Greg would wait for me to get back on, or sometimes there will be storms, a lot of difficulties back then. But I had to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It was not an easy road, all the hardships. But those are the two things that made me who I am today.
That's amazing. I mean, I just would like to highlight how patient you are and how you persevere in spite of everything. Because not only that, you have problems with the internet as well. Yes, alam ko na ang internet sa Pilipinas is hindi reliable. But yun pa lang, dyan ako na-amaze sa'yo, Lou, because you have this vision eh. And you saw that you have the potential to earn. Pero ang dami mong kailangang ang dami mong hardship. So, and look at where you're at right now. So, but let me ask you one thing though. Sa lahat ng pinagdaanan mo, Lou, didn't it ever occur in your mind that that magtrabaho na lang ako? Let me just pursue my medtech. Anyway, there's hospitals that needs medtech, or I could go abroad. Did that ever cross your mind when you had all those hardships when you're trying to make it work sa online job mo?
There was one time, because I think it was due to peer pressure. All of my friends were, licensed. I was actually shy of telling people what I do. I didn't. I only came out, and I only had the courage to tell people what I do back in 2016. But right now, before, when I started, I had that great peer pressure from me that maybe I should just take my boards, go abroad, and maybe I could try this again if it worked. People would tell me that, what if you don't have a client anymore, so you don't have work anymore? So there were a lot of discouragements on my end. But when the one thing that pushed me was, I know what I was doing, and I love what I was doing. I was able to meet people from the other side of the world. Right now, all of my Facebook friends are actually foreigners. They haven't even met me in person, but we're so close. We keep on chatting. I know people from every state in the United States, even in Europe and Australia. So people know me over the internet, and I think that's one thing that pushed me. I had a different mindset that other people had, and I have to be honest, I didn't really have aspirations to work abroad, because I know that I want to go abroad, but I don't want to work there. I just want to, for leisure, for tourism and travel. I want to stay here in the Philippines because of my parents too. I want to take care of them. And, it's amazing just how I was earning in dollars, but spending in pesos. So, you can imagine, pwede lang ako magtanim dyan ng malunggay, and then I can just eat malunggay for the rest of my life, but
Which
still
is really healthy.
dollars. Yeah, which is very healthy. And yeah, I think that was my mindset before, and I didn't let the pressure come into me, because I know that it will just drag me down. So I had to. There was a time that I didn't meet friends. I didn't meet my college friends because I was too shy to let them know what I do. But right now they're trying to apply for my company.
Oh my
because,
God, that's amazing.
Yeah, because they realize that this is the new industry.
So, yung friends mo na yun, are they medical technologists mostly, or are they from other industries?
Yeah, they're most of them are med techs. Either they went to med school and then stopped because med school is very expensive. It's around 200,000 per semester here in Davao City, and you need to invest a lot of time in that. But if you are financially stable, then that's okay. But my reality is this, so I need to help my parents out. I need to support my family and myself. So that's why I stayed with a virtual assistant.
That's one thing with Filipinos. We have this very, very important yung family sa atin, yung family mentality natin. But what's really good about you is, yes, you want to help your parents. Yes, you want to take care of them. But the solution that you found to take care and help them is hindi yung pag-abroad. Kasi yun yung common sa Pilipino eh. Kasi yun lang naman sa hirap dyan sa Philippines, you can't blame them. And to be honest with you, my mom was also an OFW. That's why we were able to go to school. So that's why alam ko yung hirap ng family ng may OFW. So that makes you very admirable kasi you did not think about that route. You stuck to what you have and you believed in your vision. So that's good. And the best thing is you love what you do. You found the thing that you love to do. And that's the most important thing. Okay. So now, I didn't want to introduce you at first in the show because I don't want to do you injustice because I don't think I'd be able to describe you at all. But guys, just to give you a background, I would say if it's at least 50% of the physical therapy business owners here in the United States, I would say is dependent on Lou. That's how she is vital to the physical therapy business in the United States right now. Ganun kagaling si Lou, ganun kaganda yung team niya. So that's all I know about Lou. So I'm gonna allow her to give us a background on what has she achieved now and what has this business done for you, Lou, and for your family. So let us know what you have now to inspire the Filipinos.
Okay, so before I used to work alone. Now I have a team of 30 people. I think what the business has done for me was it allowed me to help a lot of Filipinos here in the, here. Mostly we hire people with disabilities. We have people in wheelchairs working for us, and some are on crutches, some also moms, single moms. We also have moms who kept, finding it hard to have a job because they want to take care of their children, and then they can work at home. And having a team allowed me to scale the business up. We took up we onboarded 100 clients last June. I think it was May. We 100 clients. So all of those are healthcare professionals, and counting up to 170 right now because we have still more clients coming in. So as more clients, we also hire more people, and we prioritize those with disabilities. So we are an affiliate of Virtualahan. Virtualahan trains people with disabilities, and then they give us those talented people to work with us. So most of our graphic designers, our lead website developer, she didn't have any experience, but we hired her. Now she's our team lead for Kajabi development. She does coding, and she only have one functional foot. She's on crutches, but she's so great. And what the business has done for my family is that I have more time for my parents. I can see them any time of the day. Financially, I was able to have my own investments. At 26, I was able to purchase my first car. I had my second now. So, I was able to help my family because my sisters, they already have their own lives. But I was able also to help our farm. Because we depend on our farm. We have a farm in the northern part. So I was able to help my family. Aside from helping other people, helping my family, I was able to also help a lot of entrepreneurs in the United States. So we help them launch their business, their marketing materials. So it's a win-win situation for all of us, and it's amazing how we can help other people from the other side of the world, and also helping more Filipinos here that are finding it hard to get a job.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You are amazing, Lou. Let me ask you, how did you get the idea of hiring those people with disabilities? That's just out of this world. I applaud you for that.
Actually, we got the idea when I had an applicant. She applied for a position as a graphic designer. Then she told me that she was on wheelchair. And then I actually cried during her interview, my interview with her. And then I called Greg. I told Greg, I already have my vision. We will hire people with disabilities. We need to prioritize them because they can't get traditional jobs, but this one will give them, that fulfillment or the opportunity to get to earn, and then they won't be discriminated. And then Greg said that Greg agreed. As my business partner, he said that actually this is a great idea. There it makes sense because we have physical therapist clients, and then hiring PWDs would really make sense for us working with them because as the amazing thing is, well, we were working we're working with their videos, their courses. We learn a lot. We just knew that there are pelvic physical therapists. We didn't even know that there are physical therapists for women. There are PTs for disabled people, for amputees. So because we have an amputee virtual assistant too, so she was learning while she was working with that client. So there are a lot of things that we learned as well from our clients, and not only that they have helped a lot of Filipinos here, they've taught us as well about their industry.
That's true. You're so inspiring, and take note, kabayan, na Lou, based on her answers, I mean, she loves her family. She loves helping her family. And it's so admirable that she's able to help her family as well as her community, just being in the Philippines and having this online work. So that is just something that we need to think about, and we really need to take note of. So if you were to give advice to Filipinos wanting to do online work, what would that be? How would they start?
One advice I would give would be start now. There are a lot of opportunities out there. The industry is populating. There are a lot of clients though, but start now and learn. You need to learn a lot. It's a fast-paced world. The technology is very it's evolving like every day. There are new updates, there are new stuff to learn. So you have to start now. If you want to do a side hustle while working, you just go on deep dive in Google. You'll read a lot about how people are doing online work or doing side hustles online. So start now. Don't make any excuses. For me, I didn't have an excuse because I need to have money. I need to earn because I was broke. I think I was broke that time. I only have 100 pesos left. So yes, just start now and be teachable. Make sure that you're willing to learn and you're committed to learn. If you want to work online.
Awesome. And if you could maybe suggest skills that you would suggest they have to start with, what would that be for them to start working online?
Number one would be tech savvy. I know that a lot of you will be you will get overwhelmed, but just allow yourself to get into the platforms. You'll get used to it. I myself didn't even know a thing when I started out. So just be tech savvy. It still falls to be being teachable and being open-minded to learn all the platforms or overwhelmed. I actually, when I teach people how to be a virtual assistant, I always tell them to identify their strengths. So if your strength right now is in design, then learn more about design. Or if your strength right now is in writing, then learn more about how writing can help or how you can find jobs about that is related to writing online.
That's awesome. That's very good advice, Lou. And you were mentioning about platform. What platforms would you suggest they start with?
If you want to really start with being a virtual assistant, explore the Google apps. Okay. If you have Gmail, then go ahead and explore the different apps. You have Google Spreadsheets, you have Google Docs. Everything online is related with Google, the Google apps. So if you want to share a file, so make sure that you know how to go your way over the internet.
Because like you said a while ago, you mentioned once you get a client, they will train you on what they need from you. So you just have to be teachable. You don't be scared. All you need is be teachable and be willing to learn. Kasi yung kliyente naman na mag-train sa'yo kung anong kailangan nila from you. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, how will you empower or encourage Pinoys when it comes to providing a better future for themselves and their families? How would you encourage them from your experience to think out of the box?
I see. So I think one thing that pushed me was to focus on my vision. It was just more on focus, because if I always focus on others' opinion of me, because when if I know I had that pressure from my friends, from my family, that was my main struggle. But I just focus on what I want to do, how my vision. I focus more on improving myself. So I focused on listening to me versus listening to people's other opinions. So don't make other people's opinion your reality. So whatever it is that you want to do, then go ahead and do it. I myself struggled if I should do Facebook lives for my company. What would Filipinos, they would
Yeah.
tell us a lot about you. Umay, bakit siya nagla-live? Ganun. Parang,
Yeah.
parang binibigyan ng issue lahat ng bagay. So, just make sure to focus on yourself. If you know that what you're doing is helping other people win, if you know that you're helping your family, if you know that you love what you do, then go ahead. Just do it.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So, um, at this day and age, would you say that going abroad is still a big thing, or would you say that there are a lot of opportunities in the Philippines right now that would allow families to have a better future?
I would say there are a lot of opportunities here. Imagine that I'm earning in dollars and still spending in pesos. That's what I'm proud of, because a lot of people ask me what I do. So I just tell them I still earn in dollars, and I spend pesos. I could spend 50 pesos here and earn $500 a month.
Yeah.
So
That's
a
actually
big
way
thing.
better.
Yeah, and I can still see my family. So there are a lot of opportunities here in the Philippines, online, and Filipinos, we love Western culture, so it's easy for us to work with foreign people, and that's what I keep on telling my team and my clients. The culture that we have, it's a mixed culture. We love foreign movies. We love imported goods. So
Right.
there's no problem with us working with them. And there are a lot of opportunities online. The only key is to have that commitment and willingness. To find those opportunities. And when that opportunity knocks on your door, don't even make an excuse.
Exactly, and you're right. Our culture, we can easily adapt because we've been under Spain and Japan and the United States for so long sa history natin. Kaya siguro ganito tayo, and to top it off, magaling tayo sa English.
Yes, exactly.
That's what makes Filipinos really, really good for the online world. So actually, it's very in demand nga sa online work ang Pinoy. So it's with with this digital age, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. Eventually, lahat nasa internet na. Your world, your job opportunity, your business opportunity is just gonna get bigger and bigger, Lou. So at least you're already in a very good position right now. So hopefully, Filipinos can take note of that. So now for the second to the last question. If you suddenly lose everything, like your money, your reputation, and your business, and you only have your skills, all training that you've had as a virtual assistant left, what 5 steps would you first do to start getting your business back up?
Number one would be to get my reputation back.
Okay.
So number one would be because right now when in terms of skills, I have skills with marketing. So that would be number one that what I will do. I know how to market myself. So marketing myself allows me to get my reputation back and get back on my feet. Number two would be to network. I know how to network over the internet. it's not your MLM thing. It's networking. It's connecting with people over the internet. And number three would be to rebuild my business. I know my business from the ins and the outs. I build the processes and the systems myself, so I know how to rebuild it. I operate it myself. I still do all some small tasks. I still do when my team is not around, or some urgent stuff that the client needs. I still do it myself. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm not afraid of maybe losing everything, because I built it myself.
Mhm.
And I started it from the bottom, and I didn't just sit here and watch everyone do their work. I do my work too. I spend like 10 hours training my team. I train my team as well. I think I'm on number 4. So number 4 would be to uh, check back on the things, maybe what I've done to lose everything. So learn from all those mistakes. It's important for me. I know I'm not a perfect person. I had my mistakes too, and and every time I made a mistake, I make sure that I learn from them. Number 5 would be to be grateful. Be grateful that things happen, and that I know my business well, and that I'm able to build my business. And also be grateful that either I lose or I gain them all back. I know there's a reason why things happen. So, and there's a reason for me to rebuild. Maybe there's something that is greater, or something that's big that is for me. So yeah, I think there's no reason for me at all to be worried if I lose everything right now, because maybe I lose the material things, but I know I won't lose my mindset.
Exactly. That's awesome. And the thing about it is that the most important thing is you keep learning. You mentioned a while ago, you always keep learning, and it's all in your mind. Nobody could take that away. So whatever
Yes,
happens, you have that with you, and you can easily rebuild your business. Okay.
exactly.
One thing that I wanted to ask you though, what now is your vision for Smart Virtual Staff for your business there in the Philippines?
That's a good question. So actually, my vision is to grow my team up to 300 people working for me, and grow our clients as well. So I'm looking into expanding the office. Actually, we're very full right now. We wanted to hire more people, but we can't find a space that could fit us. So here in Davao City, because back in downtown it's very expensive. Here in Toril, it's reasonable. So
Right.
I'm looking into making this a BPO company that will serve entrepreneurs in the US, and also help a lot of Filipinos here in Davao City, especially prioritizing those people with disabilities and those who can't find jobs yet, or especially moms too. We want to help a lot of moms, single moms, especially those who are young moms who didn't had the time to finish college because they were busy with their children. So that's my vision. I know that was Greg's vision too. It's been running around 3 years now with Smart Visual Staff. I only started this in my four corners of my bedroom before, when I proposed it to Greg. And now we have 3 spaces here in Davao. So we have a pantry, we have 2 office spaces. So it's growing, but the vision is to get a whole warehouse where we can enjoy work and serve more people.
I think you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there in no time because this is very relevant. You're helping people, and you're in an industry that's growing, and it's just gonna continue to grow. So you're gonna get there maybe in a year, even lesser. And I applaud you for that, Lou. That's amazing.
Thank you so
That's
much.
So if anybody would want to reach you because they want to get on your team or learn something from you, where can they reach you, and any contact information that you want to give to us?
You can visit our website, www.smartvirtualstaff.com. Or if you want to get started on a virtual assistant career, you can contact me on my Facebook page. That's Louise Sandoval, the Smart Virtual Assistant Builder.
Okay,
Yeah, you see it. I copied it from Greg.
awesome. Louise Sandoval at, what was that?
Louise Sandoval, the Smart VA Builder.
The Smart VA Builder. Okay, I'm going to link to that in the show notes. Okie doke, I got that. Thank you so much, Lou. It's your
Thank
story is
you.
amazing. Your resilience and your perseverance is admirable. It's a great example for Filipinos. it is a
Yes,
great
thank you
example.
so much. Yeah, I hope that whoever is listening this, you get inspired and you get to more listen of Sharon's show. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you for hopping onto the show, Kabayan. I hope you learned a lot from it. And I do hope you share this YouTube channel or this podcast with your family and friends so a lot of Pinoys can learn about inspiring stories about common Filipinos that have made it, even if they did not have to go abroad. Thank you, Kabayan, and have a wonderful day.